Saturday morning, the day of the dinner party, and we're going to start off with the ice cream. This is the custard that we made the other day. So we're going to put it in the ice cream machine. There you go. That turned out very nice. I have chilled this bowl in the freezer overnight so it's nice and cold. And now we're just gonna put this back in the freezer until it's time to serve dinner. That really turned out well. Now we're going to turn to the chives. I need 24 1-inch chive tips. Now I need a tablespoon and a half of finely chopped chives. Chives. All right, next I need 6.5 tablespoons of shallots. I see that it's time to remove the dough from the refrigerator, so let's take care of that. The dough has risen some since yesterday. We're going to go ahead and proof that. Shallots. All right, for the cornets, I'm now going to mince 4 ounces of smoked salmon. This is New York style Nova salmon. We're now going to mix the salmon in with a teaspoon and a half of the chives, and about a teaspoon and a half of the shallots. Okay, to the salmon mixture, I'm going to now add 3/4 of a teaspoon of lemon oil. This is much more intense than lemon extract. And we're now going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of olive oil. And finally, salt and white pepper. That's really good. I'm now going to cut the red onion, about a tablespoon of red onion for the creme fraiche. I'm taking the creme fraiche out of the refrigerator, and we're going to whisk about a half a cup of it. Taste is delicious. And we're only going to whisk this for about a minute or so. All right, the creme fraiche has been whipped, and into this we're going to fold the onions, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and some white pepper. We'll fill the cornets that I made last night with this, and then on top of that put some of the salmon and shallots. And this will be put into the cornets using this pastry bag with a 1/4-inch tip. into the refrigerator it goes. I'm going to do a couple things here. This is both of these steps are for the dessert, the banana ice cream crepes. And first I've chilled the mixing bowl in the freezer, and we're going to whip up the cream. So I've got 2 cups of whipping cream, along with 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon or so, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. While I'm whipping those, I'm going to slice up the banana crepes. I've already taken the plastic off and they've been in the freezer. They're nice and hard now. Try one of these. You can see now how the crepe is wrapped around the puree, the banana puree mixed in with the white chocolate. So good. We'll be applying the whipped cream with a pastry bag, but now we'll put it in a bowl. What I have here are 2 pieces of brie cheese. I'm going to cut off the rinds, and this is cold. We're going to whip it up. At medium speed. I wouldn't call it smooth, but it has broken down. And there's the brie. And now we're going to start with the vegetables. And the first thing we want to do is roll cut the carrots and the parsnips. So we're going to cut them about 1/3 of an inch, and we're going to keep rolling them over, cutting at the same angle. When it starts getting a little bit thicker, we're going to slice this in half and continue on our way. And this way you're getting pieces that are approximately the same size. And we're going to do the same thing with the parsnips. Okay, the next task is to dice the turnips into 1/4 inch dice. And those will be added to the parsnips and carrots. Now we're going to chop 3 tablespoons of Italian parsley. Now we have the scallions. I didn't find any baby leeks at the store. This will be a garnish on the short ribs. Scallions will work perfectly well. Okay, now we want to peel, quarter, and seed. It calls for 1 tomato, but these are not that big, so we're going to do 2. I've already peeled them. Now we're going to cut these tomatoes into 1/4 inch strips and then into diamond shape. While I was off camera, I went ahead and sliced the red and yellow peppers, and I preheated the oven to 450. And we're going to roast those peppers for 20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start the bread. I'm going to gently remove the bread from here, from the bowl, and we're going to cut it in half. Spray a little oil on here. While we're waiting for bread, we're going to go ahead and slice up the fennel very thin. put this fennel in cold water until serving time. Let's stretch these out for baguettes. Give me a 20-minute timer. Now I'm going to slice the figs into 1/4-inch pieces. There we have the figs for the fig salad. The peppers have been in about 25 minutes and they're done. What I'm going to do now is put these in this paper bag for about 10 minutes. Let them steam. That'll help loosen the skin on them. Alright, I just checked the bread's temperature and it is done. We're going to julienne these. Let's set these peppers aside. It's now time to brown the baguette slices for the cheese course. So I've heated up at medium heat some olive oil, and I've thinly sliced up some of the baguettes we just baked. And we're going to fry each side of these pieces of bread until they're brown. I had a bit of a hiatus in the schedule and forgot that I was filming when I started preparing the dinner again. But what I've put together, and you can see it here, are the cornets. So we've got in there the creme fraiche and the shallots down below in the cornet, and on top we have the red onions, the smoked salmon, and the other good bits. And then on top we also have a couple of 1-inch long chives. And I've just put some greenery in there to spice it up a little bit. So these will go back into the refrigerator now.